Hi and welcome back to johnraynor.tv. In this episode, I'd like to ask the question, can you be trusted, or can your organization be trusted? Can you be trusted? And this is again a continuation of the rapport triangle, which we've been talking about. We've discussed that across different demographics with male, female, young, old, across different geographies, different regions, typically go through a conscious or predominantly a subconscious evaluation process when people meet with you, or they meet with your business, or they meet with the opportunity that you have to provide. So ultimately we started with the foundation of credibility. Are you credible? And there's ways to understand that better in a previous video. Are you likable? Are you able to ask the right questions and listen for answers to establish points of connection? Are you believable in the communication that you provide, the proposal that you provide? But today, we ask, can you be trusted, or can your organization be trusted? And this is the 4th out of 5 steps of the rapport triangle. And in terms of trusted, it really boils down to negotiation, but more than negotiation, it boils down to win-win negotiation. It means when you have in mind and the other party has in mind, what is a win-win outcome? What is a solution that helps all peoples involved, as opposed to being lopsided? And in fact, there's some great books over the last 25 years. I've read more than 1,000 books, predominantly on leadership and business, marketing, communication, branding, sales, negotiation. But in terms of negotiation, some of my favorite, I'll share them with you quickly. Number 1 is Getting More by Stuart Diamond. Another book I love is Crucial Conversations by Kerry Patterson. Another is Influence by Robert Cialdini. I think the first time I read that must have been at least 15, maybe 17 years ago. Getting to the Yes by Robert Fisher. Getting to the Yes by Robert Fisher. And lastly, Kiss, Bow, or Shake Hands by Terry Morrison. Kiss, Bow, or Shake Hands by Terry Morrison. The last book I just mentioned is more about negotiating internationally and cross-culturally. But ultimately, when people are able to trust you, this is the place where transactions occur. This is the place where money is shared. You've been deemed as credible and likable and believable, and now the trust comes into play in that final negotiation. And ultimately, what you're looking for is something that helps not only yourself, but more importantly, the audience, whoever that might be. And obviously, there are multiple ways to achieve this. We can't explain everything regarding negotiation now. It would take hours, if not days. But what I would like to share with you is that don't let your guard down, but also don't be too free and don't be too easy in the way that you negotiate. Let me give you an example. Just recently, we had a prospect, a potential client in North America, and everything was about them. Everything was about their perspective and what they perceived, etc., etc. Now, maybe earlier on in my career, I'd have probably negotiated towards my own demise just to win the project. But thankfully, at this stage of my career and the organizations that I founded and that I lead, we don't have to do so, and nor do you. And so ultimately, I had to say to that particular prospect, look, thank you for the opportunity of considering us, having gone through stages of demonstrating credibility, likability by understanding what your needs are, believability in the proposal that we can provide. When it came to the negotiation, this particular audience, this particular prospect wanted everything on their side of the table. So we were able to very kindly remain friends, shake hands, and walk away from the situation. If they come back to us in the future, that's a great thing. If they don't, it's also a great thing. No one wants to be involved, especially with longer term projects, with the wrong type of relationship, partners, associates, or clients. So when we get to the stage of trust, please investigate as much as you can, some key tools and skills on negotiation. Make sure that you're always working towards a win-win. When you have to, shake hands, or when necessary, you can walk away. But ultimately, the fourth step of the rapport triangle is where we establish trust, and that's where transactions occur. I hope this has been helpful. See you on the next episode of JohnRayner.tv to explain the last section of the rapport triangle. Take care. Ciao.